There's another interesting development which has happened today in the world of automobiles. Hormazd is here with us to discuss exactly that. The most aggressive player in the Indian auto space right now, Hyundai, has come out with another new offering. Of course, i10, the new version of i10, the Nios i10. It's a product which the stock market is analyzing will actually rival Swift. So Hormazd is here to analyze exactly that. Hormazd, first of all, how are you analyzing this product offering? Just rivaling Swift?
Yeah, well, I think there are a couple of aspects to it. Of course, from Hyundai's point of view, the positioning is directly against the Swift. Swift, as we know, is one of the high volume models of Maruti, and Hyundai won a piece of that action. It's come at the right time because the Swift, it's a couple of years into its life cycle. I mean, it's still a popular product, but don't forget by next year, the diesel Swift will be going. And though it's not a big proportion of the sale, it's still a sizable chunk. So Hyundai has launched the Nios with all engine options, which is a petrol, a diesel, manual, and automatic, and automatics for both powertrains. And this has really been the strategy of the Koreans. We've seen that with the Kia when they launched the Seltos. Is they literally come and carpet bomb a segment. They give the maximum possible options in it. So multiple engines, multiple transmissions, lots of features, that kind of thing. The second point is from Hyundai's positioning standpoint, apart from it being against the Swift, what we've seen is that the Grand i10, which this should have replaced, it actually sits above that. That's actually moved down a bit because there are heavy discounts on it. It does well in the tier 2 cities also. In fact, the Grand i10 has actually hurt the Santo, which sits right at the bottom. And the discounting on the Grand i10 has left a big gap between the Grand i10 and the i20, which is the premium hatchback, and the Nios slots in between. So from Hyundai's point of view, they've got a whole range of hatchbacks now, which cover all kinds of price points.
There's another big news which has come in today, which is being seen as a bit of another dampener or weight on the Maruti stock price. And that news is that they've put a blanket, service warranty on all their products for 5 years or 1 lakh kilometers, whichever is earlier. Most of us also remember there was a time when they used to charge extended warranty. It was chargeable. And now they've put it a complete free warranty till 1 lakh kilometers or 5 years, whichever is free. How squeezed is Maruti right now in the environment? What's your call of inventory levels? How difficult?
Well, one needs to clarify the 5-year, 1 lakh kilometer warranty is only on the diesel products, and that to the 1.3 diesel. Now, we know diesel is going to be phased out by April 2020. So it's again then for a limited period. And it's basically to clear out the stock, make the diesel cars more attractive, in addition to all the discounts being given. So frankly, this is just a temporary measure because this warranty will go once the diesel cars go, which are definitely going in April 2020. They've not extended to the petrol cars. They've not even extended to the 1.5 diesel. It's just the 1.3 DDIS, which is the old Fiat source diesel, their mainstay diesel, which is going. So I don't think, it's actually a pretty clever move because you've got existing stock, and by offering the warranty, it gives you some reassurance that, okay, even after the car is phased out, I've got some support from it, some sort of factory and dealer support, and I won't have to be worrying about service for at least 5 years and 100,000 kilometers, which is quite a lot. So I think in a way, it's actually a smart thing to do. Of course, warranties like this have an impact on the bottom line of a company because clearly, when cars do go in for warranty, the hit is taken by the manufacturer. So that it does impact. But I think, I wouldn't think that they're giving it across the board. It's not absolute desperation that way. It's just a way of clearing out the diesel stock, which they have to do before April 2020, because after that, they can't sell these diesel cars.
Right, that's an important clarification, and probably that's the reason stock is not reacting. But how are the inventory levels right now? How are the inquiries in the system going into the festive season? We are just approaching, Ganpati here in Maharashtra, and from all the way till March, there would be the entire festive season. Do you think it will revive sales?
Well, I think, the way I look at it, it's hard to predict. I think there's been no forecast that's been accurate. But I think it's my sense is that August is actually worse than July, but I think we'll bottom out in August because in July there was some buying, people on the fear that registration would go up and all that sort of thing. So people did buy a bit, but August, the kind of demand has been even slower. So I think we need to brace ourselves for a really bad August. But August typically is a bad month. And now next month we'll be start going into the festive season. So I think August, my senses will be the bottom, and I think it'll start turning upwards, maybe slowly, but I don't think it can get any worse than August. But I could be wrong. But that's the sense I get, as that after August things should get better.
It's a very interesting note. With your experience, I'm sure a lot of people will consume that intelligently, the commentary coming from you. Thanks very much for your time, Hormazd. That was Hormazd from Autocar, analyzing Maruti's position and overall auto sector right now.